Okay, so the first step is to go to your Chrome browser and navigate to Eduphoria and log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to click on Aware. And then over on the left side, you're going to see some tabs. We're going to click on the Assessments tab. And then down here, under Assessment Options, we're going to create a new blank test. You can go ahead and title it. In this case, I'm going to title it Romulus II. For the subject, I'm going to go ahead and put this as Science. And the grade level, I'm going to put this as 7th. So these are all things that you're going to want to be able to do. You're also going to want to choose what type of test it's going to be. So I'm going to click over here on the drop down menu, and this is where you can choose. It could be a teacher test, and you see lots of choices here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose teacher test, and then I want to associate the course with this so that I can pull some questions from the test bank. So I'm going to go ahead and add a course. And I'm going to choose, in this case, middle school, and then science. And I'm going to do grade 7 science. And then over here, if you need to, whatever your campus has decided, I'm going to say meets grade level is 70. This is under performance levels, and masters, of course, would be 100. But that's something you would need to check with your campus to ensure that that's on there. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and click Generate Test. And here is my test. And I'll start out on the questions, but I'm actually going to go over here to the left just to show you. So right here, if you have under General tab, you can change the name, you can edit all of this stuff. Let's say you wanted to add a course, you actually wanted to go back and add 6th grade science to spiral back a little bit. That would be something that you would be able to do. You can double check your performance levels. You can add any instructions that you want to the assessment right here, and that will get printed out on the doc or would show up on the online assessment also. And of course, if you want to remove the assessment, you can press delete. You'll also notice up here on the top, you see pending. In order to make this test live, or I should say the first step to making it live, you're going to want to click on that pending and choose it to be active. All right, so now going over here to questions, I'm going to go ahead and choose to add a question. So I press the plus over here on the right top. And you know what? I should have done this before. Actually, you can't add any questions while this is active. So I got to go back over here to the active and put it back to pending, and then I can add some questions. So actually, that was a mistake of mine, but it actually is a good thing that we experienced that, because if you ever do, now you'll know how to solve it. So now I'm going to press the plus button. Now you can add an item, and that would be something where you would put in your own question and answers and all that, or you can search the item bank. So I'm going to go ahead and search the item bank. I'm going to choose a teak, and then if you want to add the question, you can press add. You can actually keep going down. I'm going to keep adding a few. And then when you're ready to add these to the test, you can just click the add to test button. All right, now remember this is pending, so we still would need to go back and turn this to active in order to be able to make it active and print anything out, or to make it active online. So now we're going to go to layout. This is what it's going to look like. And then the test key. And then last but not least, over here on administration. Now administration, this is where if you wanted to, you could preview the online testing. So I could click that. You're going to see what it's going to look like. Down here is the tabs. I always suggest that you log in as one of your students also once you make the test live, to go ahead and just take a look at the test and make sure it's what you expected, and also to make sure that it's live for your scholars when you're ready. So I'm going to click close. And then I'm going to go back over here to the status, and I'm going to click active. So now this test is active. So I can scroll down and see my choices here, see if anything's changed. I want to do this interactive. And then I'm going to go back to this original tab and go back through everything, make sure everything's ready that I want to be able to do with it. You wanted alternate lettering, you want to be able to show a test summary, you can have these checked. I already went through the layout, already went through the test key, and then the administration. Now, something I want you to take note of here is right here, I could click share with my team, and then all of a sudden this turns into not just your test, but it actually turns into a team test. And if you watched the last video, I created a team over here and I called it Romulus. And so I'm going to go ahead and click convert test to team test. And then right here, you'll notice the folders here, select new campus level test type. This is where you would go in and make sure that this is ending up, this test is getting put where you want it to be. Otherwise, this is going to be difficult. It could be a little difficult to find. So now I'm going to press convert this test to a team test. And then whoever is on that team is going to be able to also administer this test to their students. In our next video, we will cover how to take that team test and make it live for online testing. Have a great day.